everybody, and welcome to round number 4 of the Sunoco Elite Series. We are here, or season 4 of the Sunoco Elite Series. We're here at Road America, very early in the season for what we usually do, but we're here at Road America nonetheless for what is to be an exciting 24 laps around this very long road course. On pole position today is not William Ducky, Scott Roush on the outside, because the outside line is the preferred line here. So that line was opted to go that way. With William Duncan on his outside, who hasn't had the best of season so far, looking to start making a name for himself around now. As on row 2, you got Julio Caesar, who actually did very well in practice, I believe in the top 5. Julio Caesar very, very strong here in Road America. We'll see if he can pull it together today. Alongside Gerardo Ron in his best qualifying of the season so far in 4th. There's some eyes on him today. He was pretty good in practice, but not absolutely amazing. We'll see how Gerardo Ron could do. On row 3, you got William Brock. You're now 7-time winner in the Sunoco Elite Series. First time in history that has been said. Alongside Alexander Rowe, who is top 3 in points with Scott Roush. So those two are going to have to try to catch your points leader. On row 4 is Carson Bowers, as everyone's getting a little mixed up here. Carson Bowers, who is now tied for 2nd on the all-time win list with James Constantin. But he is known as probably the best road course ringer of all time. Alongside Adam Vinson, who has gone winless since season 2, but a lot of people think he could get it done this season for his next win number 3. And on row 5, you got Audra Baranowska's, as Red Stallion has actually looked pretty strong today. As you can see, Roman Rahal right behind her. So those two, watch to see if they can hunt through the pack. Alongside Vance Caldwell, as you see someone blowing up, we'll have to restart. That's Jovic. Or no, that might be Angel. But Caldwell on the outside, as Caldwell has not had a good start to the season compared to last season, where he was pretty dominant. We'll have to see, can Caldwell bring it back and start a good season. We'll be back after Angel's problem is fixed. Alright, so we'll talk about your points leader here. We'll have another story after this, but your points leader is Zachary Fitzwater Sr. First time he's held the points lead since season 2. So a lot of pressure on his shoulders right now to bring home a 3rd individual championship for Fitzwater Australia, but it's only race 4. We got a long ways to go. And the biggest news of the weekend, William Carlson Jr. back here just had a kid. Sebastian Carlson, so congratulations to him and his family for that, but he's out here racing today while his wife's back home. We'll see if Carlson near the rear can pull something off. Dodd and Art did not have the qualifying they wanted. Dodd slipped in qualifying, ran it really wide, and just has to start at the rear now. He changed his gearbox, he changed a lot in that thing before the start of this race, because it just doesn't matter. He's starting last anyway. So he might as well put the best things he can into that car, which was very smart out of Dodd. So he'll be in a fast car today. Problem is, he's starting at the rear. Jackson also not starting too well. Finn Guy not starting too well. These two could be points contenders through the end of the season, so this is not what they wanted. Bobby Jones, one of the fastest guys in practice, starting about mid-pack. See how we can do. And your practice winner, Cordell Paulson, who starts alongside Roman Rahal on row 6. So your practice winner could be a threat in this race, as he starts ahead of your points leader. As Cordell Paulson's also in the top 5 in points, so keep an eye on him. It's a very dim day here at Road America. Weather, even though it is dark, the weather does seem to not have any rain, so we should be good for this whole race distance. Julio Caesar A lot of people watching out for him because I'm not sure exactly where the practice was. I believe Julio Cesar was around third in practice and he gets third in qualifying. Weird thing was Roush was nowhere in practice. And then he comes out and surprises the entire field by winning qualifying. So, Scott Roush, could he pull it off? This would be win number 2 if he could. Last time he won came at Sonoma Season 1. Now he sits on pole here today. First season back since Season 2. And he's already on pole on round 4. Coming around the last corner, doesn't seem like anyone has an issue. Dodd trying to get to the back, he will get there. So we will be going green. Scott Roush, the owner of Roush Racing Enterprises, and I believe second in points, will lead it down to the green flag here for our 4th trip at Road America. Everyone's lined up. We're ready to go green. Green flag is in the air in Road America. See Gerard Aron and Adam Vincent jumping low down there, but it looks like Gerard's going to slip back in the line as Cesar did not get the start he wanted on that outside. But it'll be made up right there. Look at how well that outside works around that sweeper. As it is, Scott Roush and Cesar is able to clear Duncan for the spot. It's Gerard Aron versus, that's Carson Bowers running it wide, but it's Brock versus Aron for third. Gerard, is this car alright? He just lost momentum, but it seems like he's good. Oh, you can see Roman Rahal down there. He's been in a real drought. Ever since he's just been moving down in the rankings. His team used to be ranked B, but now it's ranked D, as he's fighting it. Almost moved to a different team this season, but he decided to go back home with this team. But it looks like Brock for 4th got it over Gerard Aron. It looks like Vincent's going to be going for 5th. Vincent, like mentioned, has been in a drought as well since Season 2. Portland was his last win, which we're going to Portland later this season. We'll see if we can possibly get it done there too. But it's Scott Roush, Julio Cesar, William Duncan, William Brock, and Adam Vincent, your top 5. As here we are back at the front, we're going to get the full times for lap 1. Where the distances stand, who's faster than who. Roush will lead the very first lap here in Road America. The Rank A for Roush Racing Enterprises, their first season under Rank A, and they're leading in Road America. But their Rank A rivals, Maverick, these two teams have been rivals since the beginning of Season 3. Maverick and Roush Racing Enterprises has, and Duncan's not far out, the owner of Maverick. Who else has been pressing today? Philip Scott won here last season. Oh, Shepard's off track. Jones clips him! No, and Bowers is around. Oh, we just witnessed that. Benoit gets tagged. And Shepard and Carson Bowers had their day start well, and now they're done. Bad luck, Kuzi's in as well. Maybe he has damage from something. But this really helps Jackson. This gives Jackson the advantage he wanted, as he's 23rd after lap 2. That is impressive. As I see William Brock has already passed Cesar. Oh no. William Brock. 2:06.6 is your fastest lap. That's out of Caldwell. But it's William Brock now challenging the 38. He's back on a rampage. Oh God. Oh no. Everyone is clinching because no one wants this. I don't even think Vincent wants it at this point, because Brock is going to start dominating this championship if it goes this way. Cesar, very impressive. Through all that confusion and weirdness, Cesar was able to remain in the 3rd position, so good job, Cesar. Gerard's just hanging back here in 6th. He just pulled the second fastest lap of the race, so don't count Gerard out of anything. Brock, once again, looking low. This is not where you want to make a pass, though. This is a very bad spot to pass. Probably the worst. And, oh my god. How are you holding your own, Brock? No, he's not. He's not. Roush is going to continue to lead. And Caesar on the outside looking strong. Wow, what a move out of the 88. And Caesar going to take Brock out of the picture. Caesar wants it. He wants it bad. Wow, these people are starting to break into the 205s. This is ridiculous. Lorenzo Log and Max Anderson have broken into the 205s. And both of them are together. 22nd for Jackson. He is looking so strong. For someone who started 34th on lap 1 and sits on lap 4, 22nd. That is someone you want to fear. Someone who could just tear through this pack. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm really coffee today because it's just, still trying to get over a sinus infection. But here is Caesar for the lead. Julio Caesar, the Brazilian, trying to overtake the team owner of Roush Racing Enterprises, Brock. T-Motor for full frontal is here as well. Caesar, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work for Caesar. Roush doesn't know who to block. Roush has gotta block Brock here. Yeah, he cannot let Brock get an outside run on him. Oh, but Brock is gonna try an inside run. That was not smart. Once again, Roush gonna dominate him on his outside. Coming into this corner and he'll have the spot again. It's now Brock versus Caesar again. Oh, Caldwell made a mistake. Caesar has the spot. Baranowskis looks so strong right now for Red Stallion. We haven't seen Red Stallion this strong in God knows when. Because there's Roman Rahal. 2 Red Stallions in the top 10. 2 ranked Ds of the same team in the top 10. That's unheard of. But if anyone could do it, it's Red Stallion. As right now, Baranowskis is in the 7th position. As it's Roush, Caesar, Brock, Duncan, and Vincent rounding out your top 5. This is a very strong top 5. It's actually Baranowskis 6th. Who was 6th before? Oh yeah, Caldwell. He made his mistake. That's right. So Caldwell saw something to make up. But it's Roush continuing to lead, but not by far. Last time around it was 0.08. It's been made up a little. This time though, I think Caesar's learned not to make that move in this section. He just needs to sit back and wait a few corners. There's another place coming soon after. And he can make that move, he just needs to wait. But Brock's there. As they run up the hill, it's Scott Roush yet again leading lap 5. So that's 5 laps he's led. As there is Angel, very big mistake. Gerard, very big mistake. That's Rahal! Oh, Angel! Heavy damage. What happened? This will be coming out of turn 2. And Gerard tags the 20. Spins him around into the outside wall. Gerard would keep going. But Angel right into him. Everyone would get out. Oh, actually, everyone's driving away. So, yeah, everyone's alright in that. But still, that was a little sketchy. We're going to have to maybe get us towards inquiry for Gerard. After an incident like that. Gerard's 2 teammates, Paulson and Bobby Jones, though, looking to crack the top 10. Next in points from, next in the points contention behind Rowe is Fitzwater, who's right here. But I think as of now, it is Roush going to be your points leader, which would be huge. But there is Caesar. Now Caesar battling with Duncan. Can Duncan pull the same move that Caesar pulled on Brock just a little while back? Caesar trying to hold his own, but I think he's just going to let him go. Oh, Brock, that's not a good idea. Oh, Brock, that's not a good idea. That is not the line you want in these next two corners. The outside works better in these next two corners, but from here on, that inside line is going to start getting more and more dominant. Right here's where it starts getting a little more dominant, which is going to help that 42. Maybe get past his teammate. You could see. Nope. Vince is going to slip behind Brock for this next corner. That's smart. Because right through here is where the inside starts getting really powerful. Oh, big mistake out of Duncan. God, my voice is bad today. Give me a second. Sorry about that. But Duncan, with his huge mistake, drops below even Vincent. So, Vincent now in fourth. Brock now in third. Caesar back on the hunt. It's still Caesar versus Roush for the win right now. But we're only a lap 8. We're a third of the way through this race, and I saw a bad move. Good call, Caesar. That was a good call. Don't try that. This closes Brock, though. Oh, Caesar! Bobble. That was a very sketchy bobble. Caesar tried to side draft him there down the straightaway, trying to get the spot back. And will Brock just give it up? I wouldn't, seeing how strong the outside is in these next few corners, but he will. So he was forced to. Caesar had the speed. Monarch has a lot of speed today, because I know 50's back here in 17th. Where's Jackson? 21st, right behind Jovic. Lap time today. Who's fastest? Still Lorenz along, but now Bobby Jones. 100th slower on the fastest time chart. And that explains it there. He has caught Malcher and Caldwell. 2:05.6, which is really impressive for the times people are trying to pull here. You can see only 3 people have cracked the 2:05, so the other 2 are 2 experienced veterans, and the rookie Bobby Jones. Oh, Jones. Hold on, he is. He will. Jones holds on to it. There's Caesar. Can he get it done? Oh, we got a battle on our hands now. Up the hill, and it's Caesar versus Roush. Can Caesar lead the lap? He's really pushing on that inside, but Roush will lead the lap again. Here comes that outside. Oh, but Vincent trying to help Caesar. Trying to give him something, a push. Oh, now he's just going to go help Brock, his teammate. That's smart. Don't want your teammate to be mad at you. But he'll do it anyway. Vincent on the back of Caesar. Duncan on the back of Brock. No, he's out on the back of Brock, but Brock's got to clear Caesar if he wants a chance. Oh, that was scary. Caesar. Looks like Brock maybe brake checked him. Keep him out of his hair, and that just really worked, actually. Really kept Caesar on his toes now. Caesar slips back into third, as expected. But new people are starting to approach this pack. Jones and Paulson being the 2 new additions to it. Paulson, a pretty big points contender at this point in the season. I believe 5th in points, if I'm correct. Maybe 4th. Because I know the top 3 is Rowe, Roush, and Fitzwater. But I'm not sure about who's 4th or 5th. As there is William Brock now. Oh no, don't let Brock through. If you want any chance of winning this race, do not let William Brock through. Because once he gets to the front, he ain't gonna give that up. Oh, but Roush runs it wide. Caesar, you need to don't thread the needle. Oh no. Caesar on the inside now. You cannot let Brock lead. You cannot let Brock lead. New leader for a first time this race. It's William Brock. It is all down to Caesar. He needs to do something. He needs to overtake Brock, or Brock is just gonna run. I said it before in the past. Once Brock gets at the front, he destroys the field. So you cannot let him stay up front for long, or he's gonna start running, and it already looks like he's starting. You gotta catch him, Caesar. That's the only hope right now. The top four looks like they're starting to break away a little bit, but the rest of the pack may not agree. Oh, Philip Scott is in the pits. What happened to Phil? Pretty scary incident, as Philip Scott would get tagged. Oh no, Rahal would tag Anderson, and all three of them would go running into the fields. Philip Scott trying to recover. Where did he take all that damage? Did he hit the fence? He did. Car wouldn't turn. Anderson, a ton of damage. That's not good for your reigning champion. Rahal is done. That's disappointing. Oh, poor Philip Scott. Oh god, Brock, 2:06.4. That was his fastest lap, really? Wow. Where are the pit stops? Yeah, I don't think Phil's getting out of the pits after that. I think he's done. In practice, we saw pitting earlier doesn't seem to be faster. Seems you want to stretch your stop a little bit, but if you pit later, we saw that when they pit later, they just didn't have the performance that the people who pitted earlier did, so the warmer tires may matter to an extent. So, who knows what's actually better, earlier or later? Depends on if they're thinking long run or short run. On the short run, for track position, it's definitely the longer pit stop. The longer wait is definitely better. But in the long run, those, it'll be better to pit earlier, so I'm not sure. Oh! Jackson's making that call! Ooh, interesting. Finn guy's making a call, the two Speedway veterans. Making a pit call. Are they the only two? Yes. This is interesting. Now we look, Brock and Caesar once again. Now the first pits call has been made. You can't stay out for too long after that first pit call is made, because then you'll start losing time. And a lot of it. So they gotta retaliate. So pitting this time, maybe they're in their best interest. Not pitting could be a little sketchy, because Jackson is now on the move. Maybe Brock and Caesar could stay out. Maybe they're not in too big of a threat from Jackson. But people back here like Rowe and Halleck, Rowe, Downey, Windhelm, all these guys need to start making moves. That's the important part of that. These guys, maybe they could stretch it a little longer, but not the guys back there. They need to start moving because Jackson's on the way. How are we looking? Brock. No. Caesar. No. Duncan. No. Roush. Bernowskis. Mulcher is in. Bobby is in. Vincent. Yep. As they go back. Because these people are the people trying to retaliate on Jackson's strategy. And Finn guys. The others don't need to worry about that. They're far ahead. I think they should have Jackson under control. But we'll watch. Did Jackson's strategy work out? All matters how fast they can get in and out of this pit. But Jackson was really fast in the pit. Jones and Mulcher. We're mainly watching Halleck. That's where the real cutoff is. Mulcher shouldn't have anything to worry about. Where is he? Jackson? Wow. Much further back than I thought. But warmer tires could come into play. Still keep an eye out. Now these guys have to come in. With Malcher coming in, they have to retaliate now. Malcher, it was too high up to be able to ignore. You can't ignore that. Not even if you're that far up. You can't ignore it. Brock and Caesar gotta make a move. Staying out for too long is gonna start graining those tires, and you're gonna start losing a lot of time. Look at the mile per hour difference. Not much. Duncan's losing a lot of time though. Here we go. Look at this. Anderson not having the start of the season wanted. Brock really is though. Gotta make your move, Brock. Gotta do it. Can't ignore it longer. Nope. They're both in. Duncan. And it would be stupid to stay out now. Everyone knows it. In. I think Mulcher's too far gone. Baranowski's jumps Roush. Was he already had? Oh no, Baranowski's already had. Spitting layer just isn't better. But how will this affect the leaders? Will Brock pull 2 in a row? He's already done it before. Actually, he's pulled 3 in a row. He's the only one to date to do so. And he could be pulling 2 in a row right here, right now. Which is scary. But this is really putting pressure on Fitzwater. But Fitzwater's caught Roush. This is what Fitzwater needed for the point lead. His other championship rivals right ahead. That's Paulson. But then you've got Audra Baranowski's in 4th and Caesar in 2nd. Very impressive out of those two. This would be... Wow. I can't believe we're talking about it already. This would be career win number 8. And would extend number 1 on the all-time win list. From the next one down being Constantine Bowers at 6, he would be at 8. Solidifying the fact that he is the greatest of all time. Maybe not in consistency, but in speed alone, Brock is easily the greatest of all time. Caesar trying to start a career for himself. It's the way to do it. Right here, right now, battling for 2nd with William Duncan. But Brock hunting through this pack, hunting every single person in his way, and still being able to overtake, to take the lead. And I said it, once he gets the lead, he tears. He goes on an absolute tear, and he starts gapping and gapping and gapping. And I told you it would happen, and it did. It happened again. Caesar is fast. He very much is, but I don't think he's going to be fast enough to catch William Brock. I don't see it happening. This looks like Brock has this tied up with a neat little bow. Scott Roush just pulled his fast lap of the race. 2:06.9. Not bad. Still fast lap on track. Is out of the guy behind him. Lorenzo Long, 2:05.6. Very impressive out of Lorenzo Long. Here today, Gerard Aron and John Hart battle for 14th. Hart's a decent points contender right now, but he's still got a while to go if he wants to win the championship, but he's still in this. A lot of people just not having the start to the championship they want, but then again, looking at the other side of the spectrum, you got Brock and Fitzwater, who are dominant right now so far in this championship. Even though Fitzwater doesn't have a win, he is really consistent. And he's showing it again with another top 10. God. He would already be the first person this season to get a 2nd win. He would have won half of the races so far this season if he pulls this off. Which, at this point, it's pretty much sealed. Look back to the pack. What about Jackson? How's he doing back here? Not good. Thin guy, not good. Carlson. Another out of points performance, but he can't be mad. Got a kid. Halleck, top 20. Dodd from starting dead last is now 19th, battling with Windhelm. That is not bad at all. That is really good. Out of Dodd, that is good. Out of Windhelm. Jovic improving a little bit. This will be one of his better performances. But today's all about William Brock. 207-1. Caesar's got to do something. Nope. Got what he wanted. Baranowski's in rank D is pulling 1/10 slower than your leader. That's so impressive. Paulson's faster though. Paulson's the fastest guy on track right now at a 206.8. Nope, wrong. Lloyd's along 206.1. That's fast. Oh no. Rahal 8 seconds a lap slower. Maybe he'll catch Rahal too. That could play a factor, but I don't know. At this point, I just don't know. Oh, Paulson putting on the pressure on Baranowski's. This is for 4th. This would be Baranowski's one of her better performances of all time in her career. The best one was a second in Portland when Vincent got his win when she was replacing Brock after his injury. Sorry about that little interruption, but I have no memory of what I was talking about. But oh yeah, but she was replacing Brock after his injury. Now Brock is leading for his 2nd win in a row, his 8th win of his career. Back when he got that injury, he didn't have a single win. Now he's going for number 8. Do you know how insane that is? That's incredible. The amount of speed he's shown in the last few seasons, and I'm so surprised that he hasn't won a championship, but this might be his year. 4 laps to go for William Brock in Road America. Caesar and Duncan continue to fight. Brock's just so fast. While William Brock is coming down with 2 laps to go. He is home free. This is it. William Brock's wins at this point. They can't do anything. It's over. They put in an effort, but it's not going to be a good enough effort. He was able to get close to Brock's time that time, but yeah, it's over. I told you all, once Brock gets the lead, it is over. You can't let Brock get the lead, or he'll dominate you. And he proves it. He proves the point again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And we're about to add another again to that for number 8. Cannot let Brock get the lead. Note to everyone, do not let him get a chance. It's been statistically shown that 2 out of the 3 times that we've come here, the winner ended up being a huge championship contender. Constantine in Season 1 ended up winning it. Jackson in Season 2 got on the podium and fought for a championship. And now, William Brock, 1 lap to go. White flag is in the air for William Brock and Full Frontal Motorsports for their 2nd win of the season and Brock's 2nd win of the season, his 8th career win. This is ridiculous. He's won at Michigan, Calder Park, Carmen Park. Oh God, where else has he won? Where did he make the 3 in a row? La Colina is where he got the 3 in a row. That's right. He's won a Michigan twice, actually. That's just 5 I can think of off the top of my head. I can't even think of the others. He's just so dominant. Even in places where he didn't get wins, he was always there. He's always been here. He's been in the contention for the championship 2 out of the 3 seasons. And if you talk about someone who is greatest of all time, people would say Fitzwater. I wouldn't agree. People would say Constantine. I wouldn't agree. William Brock is the greatest of all time in SCS history, and I don't care what you think because of how strong he is, how fast he's shown to be. And he's going to make his rounds one last time and do what only himself, God, what only himself, Nick Pericles, I know someone else has done it. I don't remember who. Anderson. And Anderson. Himself, Pericles, and Anderson have only ever done. And he's about to do it for his second time. He is showing here today why he is known as the greatest of all time in SCS history. And he's going to do it again. Around the last corner. And William Brock takes his 8th career win. And William Brock takes the win in Road America for his 2nd in a row here in Season 4. Julio Caesar in his best career performance with full 2nd. Duncan 3rd. Baranowska's 4th. Lorenzo Long 5th. Fitzwater 6th. No one wanted that. Roush 7th. Paulson 8th. Paulo 9th. And Mulcher will round out the top 10. And Brock has done it again. At this point, this is just routine for William Brock. 2nd win of the season for Brock. What else do you expect from him? He's won at Tottering as well. Forgot about that one. What else would you expect out of a 7-time, now 8-time winner in the Sunoco Elite Series? As he takes a cruise around Road America, celebrating win number 8. Became the first person to get 7 last time, and he's the first person to go 8 here in Road America. Congratulations to Brock. Where did some of the others end up? Like Dodd. 19th at the end of it all. Jax was able to make it up to 24th, so that's at least something. Somewhat of a salvage. Cover Haas had a good day. Good job for them. Roush Racing Enterprises had a good day. Epic Motorsports had a good day. But Full Frontal, oh boy, they win here in Road America. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's William Brock taking, with a 10-second gap, career win number 8, as there's the official standing. Caesar 2nd, Duncan 3rd, Baranowska's 4th, Lorenzo Log 5th, Fitzwater 6th, Roush 7th, Paulson 8th, Caldwell 9th, and Mulcher, rounding out the top 10. This impacts the championship pretty big, because even though Fitzwater is going to keep it, Brock's going to gain more and more on a possible road to the championship. Congratulations, William Brock. Next time, we're going to Kansas, which is going to be a lot of fun. We still got to check out the points, but we'll get to that in just a moment.